Hello, all. It's me again. I have a heavy topic to talk about today, but before I do that, I want to show you guys all my breakouts I got going on because I ate too much cake from last week. So please pray for me so that I won't do it again because I just don't have no self control. My goodness. Okay, I had to start this video off to calm my little baby nerves so that I will, get the courage to speak from the heart and the truth. So God, please give me the strength to really speak from the heart and the language and the communication to say from to transfer what's in my mind onto the video. Okay, amen. I hope this video reaches everyone in a good light. This one is in a, I guess, not necessarily a review, a movie review about Birth of a Nation, which is what I saw yesterday. It's the movie, the slave movie with chronicling Nat Turner and, his revolution and how he really changed the game for how Africans enslaved in America and like in the 1800s, how they, revolted and fought back against their slave masters. I'm not here to really talk about the movie itself. I'm here really to discuss how it made me feel and how I reacted, to seeing some of the things that, went on in the film and what I took away from it, which is why this video is so serious. So there will be a little bit of cursing and, maybe a little bit of judgment. So let's just get to it. So you guys probably, have seen some of the some of the reels of the or the trailers of the movie. And it was, and if you haven't seen the movie, I encourage you, especially as a Black person, I encourage you to see that movie. Actually, I'm demanding that you see that movie because that movie encompassed so many things that I didn't even know about as an African American person. I don't even know what the fuck to call myself anymore. I don't know if I'm an African. I don't know if I'm an American. I don't know. That movie just like totally just brought up so many feelings. Like I don't even trust anybody. Like I got a little, post traumatic stress disorder from watching that movie. So I want everybody to go and see that movie. Go see it. If it's about the money, go see it on a little Sunday afternoon like I did, little matinee, $5 or whatever. But go see that goddamn movie because we can watch all this other stupid ass shit on TV, like the fucking football games and the fucking Love and Hip Hop and all that dumbass shit. You know what I mean? A freaking Murder She Wrote, and we can talk about all this, and Georgia, we can talk about, or the Peaches with Atlanta, whatever the hell I'm talking about. We can watch all that stupid ass entertainment, but when it comes to like real stuff, like we don't want to like acknowledge it. And I get it. It took me a while to even want to watch that movie because Birth of a Nation, because I'm kind of, exhausted with the whole slave thing, the whole slave story, 12 Years a Slave and The Butler and all this other stuff. Like, but this movie right here totally changed the game. So I encourage you to see it. Yeah, it took me 4 minutes to get it out, but I encourage you to see it. This movie so I'm not going to go over the movie like I said earlier. The movie like really made me feel weak, emotionally weak. It made me feel psychologically weak. It made me feel physically weak as a person. It made me feel fucking weak, because, for example, like just walking out of the movie theater, just walking behind, like, for example, a white man, I was like walking behind 3 white men and I was like, you know what? just 200 years ago, not even, probably even like 50 years ago, I couldn't do this with such confidence to know that they're not going to turn around and fucking, degrade me and make me, do nasty things to them without, my permission. And, they can slap me up, they can do this, they can do that, and nobody would have my back. And nobody could say anything about it, could do anything. Nobody can stand up for me, and I couldn't even stand up for myself. So that came to the forefront. It made me feel self-conscious about being a Black woman, for sure. It's the first time I really, had to deal with colorism to the forefront of me, because I'm used to being, this vibrant, beautiful, butterfly creature just floating around, being happy, trying to save the earth as a social worker. In reality, most of these people I work for and I work with, they really just, they got some issues because of the color of my skin, and racism still exists. It is prevalent to this day, and I don't even gotta go on a tangent on, the stuff that's going on in the media, and, our Black men being slaughtered by police officers left and right. And like, I'm not even gonna go down that route. We see what's going on social media. So it really, it took the mask off of me for myself. It made me come face to face with, damn, as a 31-year-old woman, I am still Black, and I am living in a society with prevalent racism. It's still here. So that made me feel a little shitty. And then it also made me feel like grateful and empowered, because the things that, the people who were enslaved, because I don't want to call them slaves, I want to call them, they were people who were enslaved. The things that they went through, the things that they had to endure was just so mind-boggling. I don't even think that I could have made it in those days in time. I'm glad that I was born in this era, you know what I mean? Because I don't think that I would have been able to have the wherewithal to survive that, such a hard life. Or even if I probably wouldn't even have wanted to, which is probably why I don't have any more kids, because the moment I, gave birth to Always, I was like, why in the fuck did I bring this child on this godforsaken planet? And I was thinking that when I was 21. And I was like, shit, what the hell did I do? Bringing another human being into this fucking life just to freaking stress out and struggle. That's another story. But the movie made me feel grateful that I can walk around, you know what I mean, without somebody, they may be thinking it, the white man, they may be thinking nigger, or, that Black bitch, or, oh, I wish I could fuck her, or whatever, and can't nobody say nothing, or she's no good, this and that. They may be thinking those thoughts, but they can't actually say them. So for me to be able to walk around with it's kind of like The Walking Dead, now that I'm thinking about it, you know what I mean? They're the zombies, and I don't mean to make it a them and us thing, but that's just the context of what I'm going for this particular video. So just stay with me, don't judge me right now, and just don't do that. It's just for this context for this video. It's kind of like I'm in The Walking Dead, and all the zombies are the people that are trying to oppress me, and the people that's trying to keep me down, because they have a certain color of skin, and I have a certain color of skin. And I'm like this survivor that's walking through and trying to navigate through this post-apocalyptic world of racism. There it is. We're living in a post-apocalyptic world of racism, and we are struggling on how to navigate through it. Because we have to work with them, and we have to, break bread with them, and we have to mentor them. Me as a social worker, I have to go serve them. I have to go, you know what I mean, offer them resources, and I have to put myself on the back burner so that I can help them sometimes. And that fucking sucks. That enrages me, actually. It enrages me. But it also makes me feel, again, empowered. Because our ancestors didn't struggle so hard. They didn't get raped, burned, murdered taken away from their family. You know what I mean? Like they didn't go through all of that just for us to sit up here and act like some fucking coons, some fucking buffoons. Like we need to do better. And which brings me to my last point, because it's getting kind of lengthy. Are your ancestors proud of you? If you think about your ancestors, are they proud of you? And you know, I can honestly say I can walk around with my head held high and say my ancestors are fucking proud of Toni Renee Lockett. They are outstandingly proud of me, because I'm using this life to bang it out. And I'm using, you know, the struggles of them that they fought for, the blood, sweat, and tears that they went through, all the shedding of the blood that they went through, and dying, kids dying, mothers losing their children, losing their husbands, families broken up. They did all of that. They fought so hard to allow me my freedom in this day and age, 2016, my freedom. I better goddamn be using my freedom the best way that will honor them. And are they proud? Take a deep breath because I'm getting emotional. Yeah, I think they would be proud of me. And I beg you to ask yourself the same question. Are your ancestors proud of you? Are they proud of the things that you do with your time? The way you spend your time, the way you talk to your spouse, the way you talk to your friend, the way you talk to yourself, the way, you know, are you on drugs, or are you, you know, trying to clean up and do better for yourself? Why the fuck did they fight so hard? Died. Thousands, millions died to afford us this freedom. And no, we're not free, and no, we're not nearly as free as we would love to be, but we're sure as hell freer than we were 200 years ago, 50 years ago. So this video is a wake-up call. Number one, see Birth of a Nation. Number two, because it's going to bring you consciousness, and it's going to snap you out of that freaking zombie-like state, like, oh, things are good. No, things are not good. They're great. They're good. But they can be so much better. So much better. And I'm not even going to stress education, because I do it a lot, but education is also the white man's structure. So that's a totally different subject. But you know what? I'd rather trade debt for education than debt for a fucking car, okay? For a fucking Hemi. Debt for a fucking stupid ass Coach purse. Debt for some fucking weave, spending $150 on layaway weave. Yeah, I seen the ads on Facebook. Debt for fucking some motherfucking Jordan shoes. Don't get me started. Some fucking gold teeth, gold chains, and all that shit. I will trade. I am so much in debt from school. I'm in debt from this house. I'm in debt because of the house. I'm in debt. I put my business out there. With the house and the school, that's $250,000 in debt. But you know what? It allows me the ability to speak to y'all in this manner, and to know that I'm offering, number one, my daughter a way to make it better for her when she gets my age. And then also I'm allowing my ancestors to be proud of me, because it's not going to simply stop with me. I'm setting my grandchildren's grandchildren up for success. Grandchildren's grandchildren, generations to come, all because of me, all because I decided to step up and be brave and allow myself to be used because of what my ancestors did for me. And I don't know who my ancestors are. I bet y'all, half of y'all black people don't know who y'all ancestors are. We don't know. I don't even know my first generation. I don't even know my dad. I have no idea. But that doesn't mean that somebody didn't fight for me to get here. And that doesn't mean that I get to lay down and just be, you know, lazy and just be chilling and just kind of just have a passive life. What was the point of them fighting so hard and dying for? What was the point? Make it a point. Don't do it, and don't make their deaths and their struggle and their hardships and their fights in vain. Don't let it be in vain. See the movie. I know y'all don't like to see, you know, the black women getting raped, and the black man getting, you know, lynched, and the strange fruit, which is them hanging on the, you know, hanging on the trees. But that's a part of our history, and we need to see it. Maybe it'll snap some sense at us, and we'll start focusing on the things that really matter instead of this stupid ass watered down, you know, media shit that is really just a freaking distraction from what's really going on in real life. Maybe we can set ourselves up so that we can be a blessing to our grandchildren's grandchildren. Because whoever my grandmother was, she went through it. I'm already knowing. But whatever she did, thank you, Jesus. Don't give me hallelujah and up in here. Whatever she did, whatever grandpa's grandpa did to get to, you know, to get me here, it's not in vain. That's on my soul. So I gotta get to work. I'm getting teary-eyed. Okay, till next time. Oh, and share this video, duh. Share my videos. If you guys, you know, support me and everything like that, and you are, you know, are in agreement to what I'm saying, share this video so other people, you know, can be touched by what I say. Okay, thanks.